and so we base a kind of character on that, you know. But again, your character, your sense of who you are, this is me, oh yeah, how you doing, this is what I'm all about, blah blah blah. We introduce ourselves to people as a kind of what we show them what we want them to see. But that can change from moment to moment, you know. It changes all the time. You are not the same person in front of your grandparents as you are in front of your girlfriend or boyfriend on the first date. You're not. So that's not really who you are either. And it's really just an illusion, and it really is the embodiment of all that stuff I drew in part one. The external kind of surface level stuff is the personality, and everybody these days has such a strong personality. Oh yeah, this is me and this is what I'm all about. But even if you look at this word personality, that is to say persona, it comes from I believe the Greek word which means mask. It's a mask. The persona was a mask that they would wear in ancient Greece when they were doing plays. That is to say acting, i.e. pretending, i.e. not real, you know. And so the personality is we focus so much on it now with psychology and personal development and self-help and NLP and you know, hypnosis to kind of make us more confident and more assertive and stuff, and it's nothing wrong with that as such, but the problem comes when you think that that's who you are. In your essence, it's not who you are. You know, it doesn't mean to say it doesn't exist. They exist, these things, but it's not who you are in your essence, and the more removed we are from that, the more suffering we have. And as a final thing, the body is another aspect which we focus on a lot in our culture, especially in Western modern culture. We're all about kind of body sculpting, and people kill themselves because they don't look like the way they want to look. People have eating disorders and take steroids and stuff because they honestly believe on the level of mind that they are their body. This is me. Yes, and if this sucks, then I suck, you know. I'm worthless if my body isn't good. But it's probably the biggest illusion of all, because really, I think it's something like every 7 years or something like that every cell in your body will have regenerated, would have changed. There is not one part of my body, not one cell in my tooth, in my hair, in my eye, in my nail, not one part of this body that is the same that was there 7 years ago when I was a teenager. I'm a totally different, literally a different body. I'm not the same body I was, and that body when I was a teenager wasn't the same body as I was when I was 2. It's totally changed. So how could we ever believe that this is who we are? You know, and it's not as deep as people think. You have to look after your body. You have to respect it because it is your vehicle, really, in this lifetime. But beyond that, it's not. There is no spiritual depth to the human body. None at all, you know. And so people will say, oh, but all these things, okay, I get it, you know, I understand what you're saying, but this is my life. It's not your life. These things, your past, your future, your beliefs, your personality, your body, these are all life situations. They are situations that you find yourself in from moment to moment. And if you look at the word situation in itself is something that is external to you. Because you can suddenly find yourself in a situation, or you can say, oh, you know, I've had enough, I'm going to get out of this situation. So it's something you can move in and out of, and it's not you. And so it's also an illusion. You want to know what your life is, life? This is my life? You take your hand, put it on your heart, and feel that beating. Who told it to beat? Are you doing it? Am I making my heart beat just by thinking about it? Okay, pump, pump, pump. No. It just is. It's not doing. I'm not thinking, it's being, because I'm a human being. And so I'm just being. And I'm alive. That's your life. And you can't see it, and you can't put it in a jar, and you can't analyze it, and you can't show it off to people. And that's why people don't like it, because the ego doesn't get anything from it. It doesn't get it, you know? And there's an interesting point. When I did that, and I said, put your hand on your heart, there are some people watching this who would have done it and said, okay, yeah, and then they did that with me, and they put their hand there, and there's some people who would have looked back and said, yeah, maybe I'll do it later, or okay, yeah, you do it, and then I'll do it. And it doesn't really mean anything, but just as a side note, that is an indicator as to how strong your egoic mind is, in a sense, because the ego likes to kind of be detached from things and watch things and not really just do stuff, you know, in the moment. It likes to think about it, make sense of it, and then do it. So it's just an interesting thing. And so people will just say, well, all that stuff, well, it's who I am, you know, I am this and I am that. That's just me, you know. It's not. I mean, if you look at this I am, and this is something that was from Eckhart Tolle. I am what? Anything you put after this, I am. Anything that goes here, I am American, I am British, I am male, female, I am rich, I am poor, I am ugly, I am good looking, I am spiritual even, I am, even if you say I am essence, it's not, it's an illusion. Anything that comes after I am is something external to you. You cannot put anything here which is not something external. At which point it becomes the ego seeking an identity based on I am because of this. Get rid of whatever you put there, and what you're left with is I am. That's it. You are. I am, he is, she is, the cat is, the dog is. That's it.